What's up everyone? Hi, I'm Jaspreet Arora and I teach you that how you can score well in your IELTS examination. So today we will discuss about IELTS Speaking Part 2 section, and I will tell you that what tips you need so that you can use these tips and then you can score high in your examination. So I will tell you the technique, I will tell you exactly what you have to do, what are the things that you have to consider so that you can use these techniques, you can use these tips and then plan accordingly, and then you can score better in your IELTS examination. So let's start with this video. So first I'd like to tell you about some basic details about this section. So part 2 is basically 3 minutes in which the examiner gives you one topic and you have to speak for 2 minutes on that particular topic. The first 1 minute you have will be consumed in writing about some keywords and writing some details about what you are going to speak in the next 2 minutes. And the next 2 minutes you will speak on that particular topic. So the topic will be a general topic itself. So the topic could be your last travel destination, the topic could be your college life, the topic could be your state, your country. So these are just basic topics on which you have to speak about. So I will tell you here that how you can consume the first minute very well and the second 2 minutes very well. So what exactly you have to do in this and how you have to prepare for this section, I will create another video on that. In that video I'll tell you about how you have to prepare for this section and what you have to write on that card and how you have to speak for 2 minutes. I will create another video on that. In this video we will talk about the tips only. In this part 2 section, what the examiner wants to judge is that how well you can speak on any given particular topic. So she will judge or he will judge that how well you speak on that. What kind of vocabulary do you use? How well are you in your pronunciation? How well you are in your phonetics? So the examiner will consider all these things and then give you the marks accordingly. So you have to be prepared for all of this, right? So let's come to the tips now. So the first tip is that practice with stopwatch. So when you have a stopwatch, so this is before examination, right? So whenever you are practicing, you make sure that you have a stopwatch in your hand. So when you start speaking, so you can speak about different topics. You just take one topic, you start to talk on that topic itself. When you note the time, you will know that how much you are spending in which structure, in which section. Are you spending more into introduction? Are you spending more into the body? You have to, I recommend that you use personal experience here as well. So how well you are planning the structure, and the stopwatch you will definitely help you with that. The second tip is that only write the keywords. So I have seen that what students and people do is that when they get the cue card, they start writing the paragraph. You cannot write the paragraph in just 1 minute. So it is mandatory, it is so much recommended that you only write the keywords. The third tip is that speak clearly and have a good pitch in your voice. So when you speak clearly, you tell the examiner that you are having this confidence, you are confident enough in your talk and you can talk easily about any topic. So when you speak clearly, by speaking clearly what I mean is that your voice should reach the examiner's ears easily. Your voice should not be too high, your voice should also be not too low, and your voice should should show that this is confidence. So you speak clearly, and by speaking clearly, you will tell the examiner that your voice has the confidence as well. That is needed, that is very much needed. The fourth tip is, again, don't be nervous. So definitely I understand that talking for 2 minutes is not an easy task, but it is not as difficult as it seems. When you start talking, when you give the introduction, you come in a flow. And with flow, you keep on talking. And that's exactly what you do. And when you start talking confidently, your nervousness disappears. So the only thing that I want you to do in that part is that you do not have to show any nervousness. Be confident, be happy, smile, and just do it. Just do it. You do not have to think about anything. Of course, I understand that the nervousness will be there, but it is your duty that you have to stay in the present. You have to focus on the ideas. You have to focus on the personal experiences. You have to focus on the story that you will tell. And when you focus on that, your nervousness disappears and you focus and your speech, your talk comes fluently. So the fifth tip is that use personal experience. So whenever we use personal experience in our speeches, in our talks, it comes from within. And when the speech comes from within, when your voice comes from within, there would be no nervousness. So I need you to use as much personal experiences as you can. So if you use a personal experience, so let's say that the examiner has asked you about your latest experience in a restaurant. So you consider sitting in that restaurant. You make your state of the mind as that you are already sitting in this restaurant, and then you are speaking about that. So when you use this personal experience, when you use the last personal experience, that how did you feel in that restaurant, how you think that service should be better, you speak more fluently and you speak more efficiently as well. The sixth tip is that make up a story if you do not have a personal experience. So of course, this is the examination of English. This is the examination of how well you speak. This is the examination of your vocabulary. Even if you make up a story here, no problem in that. You have 1 whole minute to make up a story. If you are asked about your college life and you want to include something else, take up your friend's story. Take up some else story. No problem in that. You have to make up a story in that. By making story, what I mean is that you have to use fiction in this. The fiction is something that is not real. That hasn't happened with you. So whenever you use fiction, so you create the story, you mold the story like that this is my personal experience. I felt that, even if you know that you haven't felt that way, but you just tell that, because at the end of the day, it is the feeling. It is that you have to tell the examiner that you are good in English. That's it. Make up a story if you want, if you need to. The 8th tip is that do not memorize anything. So before the examination, you are unknown that what topic you'll get. No one knows what topic you'll get. So even if you memorize something, even if you memorize about a city, about a state, about a country, don't do that. In order to remain focused, you have to stay in present. And when you memorize something, you keep on thinking about that, which in turn may lose some marks, may get you lose some marks. You do not want that, right? So you do not have to memorize anything before going to the examination. Stay calm and be in the present and use personal experiences, make up stories. Do not memorize anything about anything. The 9th tip is that use the best of your vocabulary. So if you know some good words, by good words I mean extraordinary, exceptional, awesome, mind-blowing, amazing. So these are good words to use as a vocabulary when you are giving a speech. All these are good words. So I need you to use the best of your vocabulary when you are giving a talk. So when you use the best of your vocabulary, you tell the teacher, you tell the examiner that is sitting in front of you that you are well versed in English. You know the pronunciation well, you know these words, you understand these words, and that's exactly what the examiner wants to hear. The 10th tip is that consider the words per minute that you are speaking while practicing. So what I mean by words per minute, these are the words that you speak in a minute. These are the words that you can speak in a minute. I speak, I think, 125 words per minute. Average person speaks 100 words per minute. So you have to consider this while practicing. You start a stopwatch, you record your own voice, you record the normal pitch that you talk into, you count the words that you are speaking. In that way you get to know how many words do you speak in 1 minute. And considering that, you can draft your speech while practicing. So let's say if I give you the topic to speak up on your last experience in a train, or the last experience in your last flight. So you have to know that if you speak 100 words per minute, so you have to write approximately 190 to 200 words, and you will be done for 2 minutes. So that's what I want. That's what I want you to do, that while practicing, you consider that how many words do you speak in 1 minute, and considering that, practice. And the last tip is that stay on the topic. So I've seen many people that if I have asked for my country, so I'll perhaps start talking about different countries, or perhaps I'll start talking about politics. If you are asked to stay, if you are asked to talk on a country, you talk on a country. You do not go off topic. If I'm asked that how was my school life, so I will tell my school life. I will make up a story that I had this kind of school life, even if I did not have that school life. If if I was asked about my last travel experience, so I'll tell about the last experience. I do not go anywhere else. I do not roam around my topic. I stay on that topic, and that's what the examiners are looking for, that as well. So when you stay on the topic, you tell the examiner that you know about this topic. When you go off topic, you perhaps give the indication to the examiner that I was not pretty much sure upon that topic, so I am going towards some different topic. Of course, no one wants that. So if you are asked to speak on one topic, you stay on the topic, make up a story, do anything. You have one entire minute. 1 minute is good enough. You make up a story, do anything, create the content, and then speak fluently. That's it. That's exactly what you have to do. So I think that you have liked my tips. If you like this video, then go press the like button as well. Go to my channel, press the subscribe button there as well. It will definitely help you out. You can see more of my videos. I keep uploading every week, one video every week, so that you can take the benefit out of that as well. Why don't you? So go to my channel, subscribe. I have made some videos in Hindi as well. If you want to see my videos in Hindi, do that. Subscribe, make sure you do that. And thank you so much for all the love that I've been getting from you. And thank you so much, and have an awesome day. Thank you so much. Bye.